Uh, Also, my forehead is exceptionally shiny. Like that's just white. You get a color picker on this shit. That's just white. I am alabaster, baby. This guy, I I I I hate this man so much, more than words can describe. I I hate this guy so fucking much. And not just because he's got kind of the Mr. Beast thing going on where it's like there's no soul behind those eyes. Is it better or worse than being AI? I would say worse. I would genuinely say worse. Cause like this guy's whole channel is basically centered around animal abuse. Which sounds, a bit dramatic. Let's check out.
I just found this abandoned pet store that
Okay, this one's also really bad. This video, hate it. Hate it a lot. Um, but yeah, like this is the kind of shit. Like I'm going out here in this sewer tunnel, and oh look, I found a bunch of like freshwater fish that you can buy online or at a store or something. Oh look, an abandoned axolotl farm. Axolotls are one of the most used ones, right? Because um because they're very popular. They're very popular animals, especially because of Minecraft. I found dolphins in an abandoned pool. No, he didn't. It's some fish that has the word dolphin in its name, so he can use that to clickbait. A pond infested with sharks, like $20. It's a bala shark or a rainbow shark or some shit like that. But if he says shark, then that means he can put like an AI generated great white shark in the thumbnail and do a soy face against it. Yeah, he goes around putting animals instead of dirty brown water. Found a rat in my toilet. Bro, a couple months ago, I had a rat just like materialize in my bathroom. I'm like 90% sure that it like crawled out of my toilet. We're using the same green screen shots over every thumbnail. Of course he is. He can't afford to. Yeah, I think this. Okay, no, it's slightly different. It's slightly different. I thought it was the same one, but just reversed. It might be the same face, honestly. I think his hands are just different. Oh wait, no, that's two. That we got a double header. Oh wait, triple, triple soy point. Yeah, PETA's too busy complaining about shit that doesn't matter to look at guy getting 4.5 million views, um, sticking axolotls in a sewer or a bunch of pets inside of a dumpster, and making ad money off of it apparently, because that's literally the first thing I see hovering over this. Um, this one in particular caught my attention though because it's it's a great demonstration of even though this guy's whole channel is basically based around animals, he doesn't know shit about animals. He doesn't know shit about animals. He knows even less about what the fuck the dark web even is. The dark web is just something that you can fucking put in your channel title, or not your fucking video title, to make it seem more cool. Ugh. I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna enjoy watching this again. So let's see how little this guy knows about animals and what a soulless fucking bastard he is, because I fucking hate him. Anyways,
I'm gonna be buying the deadliest animals on the dark web, including
that looks like either an emerald tree boa or a green tree python. I have a frankly very hard time telling those apart. They're very similar snakes, both non-venomous. They cannot kill you. These are not deadly animals. Maybe if like one got you by the neck and fucking punctured a major artery and you didn't go to the hospital or do anything about it, then maybe it could kill you. Maybe. That's stretching the definition of what deadly is. That's like going to McDonald's and saying, I ate the deadliest cheeseburger because, like, if you ate it wrong, you could choke on it and die. Where do I find these channels? Sometimes they just show up in my recommended. Sometimes they just show up in my fucking feed. It's like, I don't watch any crap like this. This garbage is made for people who are like 5 fucking years old. I'll demonstrate a part of why that is. Um, I'll get there very soon.
10-foot long snakes, spiders so big that
Not deadly, by the way. Unless you have a severe allergy to tarantula venom, which, as far as I know, is very rare. Um, Not deadly at all. That spider is in so much more danger than he is right now.
They could eat birds, real-life dinosaurs.
That's a fucking caiman. Don't buy crocodilians ever. Just don't. Please, please don't buy crocodilians. You can't keep one. I know you're thinking you can. You can't.
Hint. Go as a guest on YouTube.
Oh, I'm incognito right now. Don't worry. I'm not giving this trash an actual view. So yeah, I don't want this guy's crap showing up in my feed again. I hate this man so viscerally.
Venomous fish that could kill you.
That looked like a stonefish. I'm pretty sure it's a stonefish. Stonefish, as far as I'm aware, can actually be quite dangerous.
So many other crazy animals that will blow your mind.
Whoa!
Is to keep them all as my new pets.
I have to keep all of these as my new pets. Let's keep that fucking shit in mind. Going forward on this one. Don't all captive crocs get major health issues that make their teeth stick out of their face? Yes, metabolic bone disease is a big issue for captive crocs. Like, every single captive crocodilian has metabolic bone disease to some degree. Like, actually good zoos and shit like that will minimize it as much as they can, but all captive crocodilians will get it to some degree. The worst kept crocodilians will have it be super obvious. You'll see, like, teeth kind of jutting out of the bottom of the jaw as opposed to, like, you know, sticking up like that. They'll come out, like, horizontally instead of vertically almost. And it's quite sad to see. Obviously, for things like zoos, like, there's not much choice if you want to, like, revitalize endangered species, like gharials, for instance. You kind of got to take the good with the bad there. Like, hey, gharials would probably be extinct right now if it wasn't for, you know, captive breeding programs. But crocodilians are going to get metabolic bone disease in captivity. I don't know why that happens, but it just does. It's not like super debilitating or anything. It's just like, it's one of those things you notice. And it could, like, you know, in the worst cases, decrease the quality of life for the animal. Also, I just want to point out that this is 100% not... Okay, number one, this is not a dark web website. Number two, this isn't a website at all. This is a JPEG. This is a picture. This is like a screenshot he took of a website. In fact, this might not even be real. Maybe he just like photoshopped this together, which is fucking bizarre. I don't know about Animal Hub. I've never bought an animal from there. Yeah, it could be a Photoshop mock-up. But yeah, this is not what a dark web website looks like. Dark web websites, like, you know, 99% of them, they just look like kind of Web 1.0 websites. You're not gonna see like fucking star ratings or reviews or shit like that. Like, this is all super modern web design stuff. You're not gonna see that on the dark web.
However, before we can buy them, we have to figure out where we're gonna put them. And I have the perfect idea. You see, a couple months ago, I bought this abandoned pet store. And
No, he didn't, by the way. That's not a pet store. That's your shed or something. Like, seriously, fuck off. That is not an abandoned pet store. That is a shed that you have. It's called dark because it's like the deep ocean, right? Here's the thing about the deep ocean. There's not a lot down there. Sometimes you might see something spooky-ooky. A lot of the time it's nothing. It's nothing, or it's something totally innocuous. Yeah, this is a shed or a garage or something. This isn't a pet store. He cut out big wood tiles that said pet store and just like, boom, done. Because again, like the video where he like actually finds this quote unquote abandoned pet store, also awful. Also fucking awful. But we don't have time to get into that right now. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. Who knows how saucy I'm feeling and how much I fucking hate this man.
we made a video saving all the animals that were left behind.
Uromastyx, poison dart frogs.
Big empty building, and I thought what better way to use it than to turn it into the craziest animal room possible, filled with all sorts of deadly animals. So that's exactly what I did. First, I got rid of all the old enclosures from the pet store, and
What the fuck was that? Was not an enclosure. That was like a fucking That was a plastic tub. What the fuck even was that? Anyway.
Replace them with brand new ones for all types of animals, including snakes, fish, lizards, insects, and anything else you can think of. I then
He seems to be setting up like sort of generic exhibits, which is really weird for anyone who's like, I'm gonna be buying like a bunch of pets off the dark web. Cause like you need to do your research. You really do. You need to do your research before you buy any pet. You need to know the parameters of their like enclosure space. Will your enclosure have a good humidity gradient? What kind of substrate are you using? All that kind of stuff. All that kind of stuff. And it's just like, if whatever I get will be happy in here, then it'll be happy in here. Which says either two things. One, he's stupid and doesn't give a shit. Or two, he already knew what the fuck he was gonna buy beforehand and just set up all these enclosures in such a way that like, oh, this is gonna go in here, this is gonna go in here, this is gonna go in here.
designed all the enclosures, and I made everything look nice with fake plants and trees, and I even put fake grass.
Fake fucking plants. Fuck off. Put real plants in there. I have real plants. If I can grow them, you can, jackass.
Down on the floor. And now that the room is finally complete, it's time to find the animals for it. But it's not going to be easy, because the only way to get dangerous and deadly animals is on the dark web. And
no, it's not, by the way. No, it is not. Go to a reptile expo. They'll have deadly animals there. There are some reptile expos where they'll just straight up sell you a gaboon viper, no questions asked. Like, no, you can absolutely get deadly animals without needing to go on the dark web. Yeah, most of these are very basic snakes. Looks like we got ball pythons, short-tailed pythons, carpet pythons, green tree pythons, reticulated pythons, Burmese pythons. Fuck, that one's escaping me. The one on the very left is escaping me. Boa constrictors, rainbow boas, sand boas, tree boas, rosy boas. I don't know what kind of boa that is. Other boas, hognose snakes, king snakes, milk snakes, corn snakes. That one's a garter snake right there. There we go. Bull snake, gopher snake, pine snake, house snake, colubrids, bearded dragons, skinks, chameleons, monitors, tegus, iguanas, uromastyx, anoles, other lizards, crested geckos, leopard geckos. That looks like a gargoyle gecko, fat-tailed gecko, day gecko right here. I'm not sure what kind of gecko these two are. Genuinely speaking, the most dangerous animal on this list would probably be the iguana. Maybe the monitor if they're selling like a Nile or something. Like, you can very easily find venomous snakes online if you're looking for that sort of thing. Like, venomous snakes and lizards for sale, underground reptiles, Mojave reptiles, western diamondback rattlesnake for sale, lancehead viper, Sulawesi waggler's viper, baby western diamondback, Indonesian spitting cobra. That's not the dark web. You could get a fucking diamondback rattlesnake for $150. That's really not that big. That's not that big of a deal at all. Baby eastern green mambas for sale. Coral cobras for sale. Horned pit viper. Okay, that one's almost $1,000. Fucking bushmaster is like $2,500, and that's on sale. What a reasonable price. Oh, Gabino vipers. So I'm pretty sure that's just like another name for gaboon. Oh wait, no, that's a crossbreed between a gaboon viper and a rhinoceros viper. Yeah, that's Bitis gabonica rhinoceros and Nasicornis. You can get designer venomous snakes. Designer ones, just with a Google search. And $300 plus shipping. And they called him Bitis because they Bitis. That's the thing, is like, it's arguably too easy to get like dangerous animals or animals that are totally unreasonable to keep as pets. Komodo dragons you thankfully can't get as pets. God knows people aren't gonna try. Komodo dragon for sale. Wait, what? Is this for food? Pets or food? The Komodo dragon's... This has to be a scam. Whatever the fuck. Yeah, baby seal. This is a scam. The best place on the internet to buy animals for pets or food. This is a scam, or it's some kind of like joke website. Fresh clubbed baby seal. This is a joke. This is a joke. Pets or food was founded by a member of Mensa, the High IQ Society. Recipes. They have recipes. Beagle taco terrier salad. Giant schnoodle over noodles. No. I've discovered a rabbit hole, man. What the fuck is this? Do they have a newsletter? They have job offerings. You can apply right now. I find it absolutely wonderful there is a site where I can find delicious, ready-to-eat seals. My timing in such a find is great as I am planning a special event soon, and I'm looking forward to the raves and compliments from my special guests upon serving such a tender, exotic meat. Your latest new customer and fan, Jeff. Have you tried fried tiger cub yet? We had it the other week along with battered dolphin. Man, that was some good shit. Are you gonna bring out an elephant menu? Because I'll be happy to provide the required ingredients to make this magic bonanza. This has to be a joke. Like, the fact that that was the first result for Komodo Dragon for sale, I think should say a lot. Let's get back to the fucking video. Basically, yeah, he's completely wrong. You don't need to go onto the dark web in order to find venomous animals. Go to most reptile expos, they will have them there. Go to a lot of websites, just look it up. Just look it up. You will find venomous animals for sale. You will find dangerous animals for sale. You don't have to go onto the dark web to do that shit. Oh, right, I turned his obnoxious fucking voice down.
Because the only way to get dangerous and deadly animals is on the dark web, and that's extremely sketchy.
Also, if you consider alligators a dangerous animal, then, crocodilians. All crocodilians for sale. Yeah, you could just buy one. $200. I spent that much on my Sicilian. You could get a fucking alligator for that. An alligator. A whole ass fucking 12-foot long someday alligator. So no. You don't need to go into the dark web for this. That's just wrong.
For example, the first website I found is this one that is selling a saltwater fish mystery box for $200.
That is the stupidest fucking idea ever, by the way, unless you just want to, like, scam people. Again, you need to know you need to do your research on what the fuck it is that, like, you're actually buying. So if you get a saltwater mystery box, you could be getting fucking anything in there. It could be anything. What if you've only got, like, a saltwater nano tank? Like I don't know, a fucking 10, 15 gallon or something like that. What if you've only got a small one, and it turns out, aha, inside of our mystery box, there's a fucking epaulet shark, or like a stingray. What if there is more water in the bag that they ship it in than there is in your fucking tank? You open it just full of seaweed. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, how could you look at something like a mystery box and not think, oh, this is a scam? They're gonna send me some fucking garbage and I'm gonna give them like $300 for nothing.
$140. It says there could be sharks in here, anglerfish, octopus, eels, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Now we actually...
Okay, so if you get an octopus and your tank does not have a very secure lid, you could very easily end up with a dead octopus. So that is a fucking product that would only be for, like, the most experienced fish keeper possible, who is prepared for basically every single scenario imaginable. Like, yes, I do have a 200-gallon tank on standby that I could put an epaulet shark into. I do have a very tight-fitting lid for my saltwater aquarium in the event that I get an octopus. It is nonsense. It is a nonsense product that would never exist because there wouldn't be a market for it.
Actually have a couple saltwater tanks in this room, so I'm gonna buy this mystery box and we're gonna see what we can get.
Those tanks look like 30 gallons, maybe 50 gallons at the biggest, by the way.
This is extremely sketchy, you guys. There's a good chance we get scammed doing this, but there's also
don't do it then.
a chance we get something crazy. Okay, I just bought it. It's on its way. This is the first of many dark web orders in this video. And as we go on, the animals are gonna get crazier and crazier.
He's gonna say that a lot, by the way. Also, I'm pretty sure that's a caiman lizard. It's loot boxes. It's loot boxes with live animals inside. That's not the worst idea ever. People should not get pets unless they are ready for that pet in particular, have done their research on that. You should never, ever, ever, ever impulse buy an animal. Ever. Do not ever impulse buy an animal. Do your research, get everything you need before you get the animal. But this guy's just like, it'll probably work out.
But now I guess we just wait, and I'll see you guys once this package gets here. Hopefully it gets here. After almost a week of waiting, I received a mysterious package that said live fish inside. Well, I guess that is the dark web mystery box. It definitely looks
It looks like such a piece of fucking shit box. He just found that from the He's gone to too many pet store dumpsters and it's just like, yeah, this'll do.
It's from the dark web. Look at that thing. Wait, it literally says Venomous right here. What are we
You're
getting
reading that
ourselves
upside
into?
down.
Okay, here we go. Let's go open this thing up.
I don't believe that this guy knows how to read.
Can we just take a moment and appreciate how good this packaging is? I mean,
Go fuck yourself. Look how good of a job I did faking this packaging. Go fuck yourself, you fucking loser. It is concave, my dude.
and if I were to picture what a dark web package would look like, it would look like this.
What the fuck is that knife?
Venomous right here, so that means we have to be careful. Let's just cut it.
Fucking Crocodile Dundee ass knife. What are you doing with that thing? I don't believe that you know how to hold a knife. Look how good the packaging is. This is what I would expect a dark web package to look like. That's why I made it look like that.
Cut it open and we're gonna see what's inside. Here we go. Oh my gosh. I see bags of fish. I guess that means we didn't get scammed, but now that...
Imagine his giant Crocodile Dundee ass knife just accidentally punctures one of the fish bags and it's just like... fish flopping everywhere. No holes in the package? That's honestly fair enough. When I got Vizini, he didn't have any holes in his package either. When you ship fish or aquatic animals like that, then yeah, odds are you're probably not going to get holes in the packaging. Because they've got like air inside the bags that will hopefully help oxygenate the water for the duration of the shipping purposes, or for the duration of the shipping. So it is what it is. Like, that part I honestly buy, sure. It's fish, sure, but it's a mystery box. Ooh, what else could be in here? I mean, assuming it is just like all saltwater stuff, which again is still a horribly stupid idea, then it's like, sure, it's all probably going to be fish or whatever. Or just something that you'd find in a saltwater aquarium.
Question is, what are they? First bag, here we go. What the heck is that? Oh my gosh, you guys. These things look like little aliens.
Looks like a shrimp. It looks like some kind of cleaner shrimp. I don't know. That wouldn't be my reaction. It's just like, oh, look at that. Some cleaner shrimp. Hey, little dudes. How you doing? You're still alive? After being shipped from the dark web? Cool.
Now, this is actually my first time ever having saltwater creatures as pets, so I might need your help.
This is my first time getting saltwater fish as pets, therefore I'm gonna go with the mystery box. Not some clownfish. You know, I'm not gonna set up any corals or anything. I'm not gonna get started with like some basics, some easy stuff. No. Jump straight into the fucking mystery box with what could be, by his own admission, sharks and venomous stonefish. Oh my god, these animals are going to die.
Help identifying what's in this box. That is so freaky looking. Oh my god.
This is the thing he does that I just utterly detest. More than... Okay, maybe not more than anything, because... he always has to touch everything. Even if it's a fish, he'll have to, like, take the fish and hold it in his hand and show it to the camera. Because, like, again, this is for actual fucking babies. This is for, like, 5-year-olds who just have the childish desire to touch literally every fucking animal. It's just like, this isn't cool unless I can touch it and live vicariously through the act of touching it. Like, dude, he's cut open the bag and he's just like, the first thing he does is hold these shrimp out of the water. Acclimate them, you fuck!
Okay, we got 2 of these things. They look like little spiders. I went ahead and I added them into the...
Acclimate them! They could suffer from temperature shock, you fuck?
However, this was just the beginning. So I kept digging through the box to see what else I could find. Is that what I think it is? Look at this. Oh my gosh, there's a seahorse in here.
Oh god, that thing's gonna die. Oh, that thing's gonna die. Seahorse and pipefish, including freshwater pipefish, which I only just recently discovered were a thing, they're hard to keep alive. For experienced fish keepers even. They pretty much need to have live food. That is the only way they will eat food. Seahorses will fucking starve before they eat fish flakes. This guy doesn't know what brine shrimp are. That horse is dead. That horse is fucking dead.
I cannot believe it, you guys. There's actually some crazy creatures in this box. I was not expecting that. We literally have a pet seahorse now. I've always been fascinated with these guys.
He's gonna hold it.
So unique looking. I mean, look at this thing. He doesn't even look...
Just... it makes me viscerally angry. I'm so fucking annoyed. It's just like, I have to grab this and hold it in my hand.
Look real. Okay, buddy, we're gonna get you into your new
Acclimated!
Check that out. We have a pet seahorse. That's two.
Not for long. Pretty soon you'll have a dead seahorse in a jar.
And we still haven't found the venomous fish that they said was in here. Oh, I think I spoke too soon. Look at this bag. It says, please do not touch. Because of that, I'm gonna put these gloves on. I have a feeling we're gonna be using these gloves a lot in this video. I'm a little nervous, you guys. This is...
Please do not touch. Touch. Literal Patrick Star brain. Touch. Don't touch. Touch. Don't touch. Touch. Do I have to follow you around all day?
Scary. I have no idea what kind of fish this is.
Also, I'm pretty sure that's a frogfish.
He does not inject venom into me. Oh, okay. I got him. Woo! You guys, comment down below if you know what kind of fish that is.
Okay, no, I don't think that's a frogfish. That looks like it could be a stonefish. I'm not an expert. I think it might be some kind of stonefish. It's got like the eyes for it. It's very lionfish coated. I don't need to like see you hold the fish in your hand to know that like, oh wow, that's a cool fish. Yeah, don't touch could be for the fish's safety and not your... It's like the fucking dark web guy knew. It fucking knew. Like, oh, this fucking dumbass is gonna buy it, isn't it? Okay, don't touch the fish. They have a protective slime coat that is supposed to keep them safe. Don't touch it. Touch.
Kind of looks like my stonefish, actually. We should probably just get him into the...
What do you mean, my stonefish? You said this was your first fucking time keeping saltwater fish. What? Which one is the lie? Which one is the lie, you fuck?
Aquarium, that's not good. Okay, there you go.
Oh, we should get this into the aquarium because it looks like a stonefish, not because, like, I've been holding out of the water for the past fucking minute. Oh, he means a stone that's shaped like a fish. Okay, that makes sense then.
Goes. That was a close one. Now, this tank was filling up fast. However, there was still room for a lot more fish.
I also like how he's just putting all of these things into the same tank without any... no care whatsoever. It's just like, yeah, they'll probably get along. Like, why wouldn't they? Why do I need to learn about, like, what are the best tank mates for stonefish? Do I need to know if a stonefish and a seahorse is gonna get along? Fuck it. That might be like 40 gallons. That almost looks about similar in size to my 29 gallons.
So I grabbed another bag and I found this. Oh, I know what these are. Look at that. We got some starfish, you guys.
Oh, I know what these are. These are the things that are shaped like stars. Oh, I know what these are. That's my mom and that's my dad. Fucking Patrick Star ass.
It looks like we have two different kinds. This one is a normal one, but this one has a...
You got the normal starfish and the bumpy starfish. The two distinct starfish morphs, if you will.
Bunch of spikes on them. That is so cool. I have never held a starfish before, but I can actually feel their little feet crawling all around me. That is so creepy. I think it's safe to say...
That's also not very good for the starfish. That goes without saying at this point, but like overhandling of starfish can be very bad for their tube feet. He got the regular starfish and the SSR premium armored starfish. Dude, that's a rare drop! Dude, that's like a legendary.
Saltwater animals are a lot crazier than freshwater, so let's go ahead and get these guys
You've never owned a Sicilian before.
into the aquarium.
Oh, by the way, that's not an invitation for you to own a Sicilian.
And we're gonna see what else is in that mystery box. Oh, I see something moving right here. What is it? What the heck? I think this is a little baby horseshoe crab.
Oh, that is a horseshoe crab. Well, he got that right at least. Hey, he knows what a horseshoe crab is. He doesn't know what a stonefish is before he fucking picks it up in his little stupid baby hands, but at least he knows what a horseshoe crab is.
You guys, these are some of the freakiest creatures in the ocean. They have this hard little shell right here that
Okay, look. If you hold that one, I'm not going to hold it against you. Horseshoe crabs are pretty fucking durable. He's still going to find out a way to kill it, though. Yeah, horseshoe crabs can tolerate air exposure. Horseshoe crabs can tolerate, like, 95% of their blood being sucked out of their body. So this thing will almost certainly die to ammonia poisoning from all the fucking fish he's immediately introducing into this tank, but at least he can hold it out of the fucking water for a little bit, and I don't have to, like, want to strangle him for it. Like, when I worked at SeaWorld, they had horseshoe crabs you could pet. It was cute.
Protects them from predators, but if you flip it over, they have all these little feet that help them move around. They literally look like little aliens. They get a lot bigger than
A fucking shrimp looks like an alien to you, jackass.
this, though. He's just a little baby, so let's get him into the aquarium where he can continue to grow.
Also, he didn't acclimate it. Just... why would he? He's not going to acclimate anything.
So far, we have found so many cool animals in the mystery box.
Just shove it all into the same fucking tank.
However, there was still a few bags left, and we needed to hurry and get them out.
He said that for literally every fucking animal so far, by the way. It's just like, we've already got one animal out of the mystery box, but there's still more to go. 2 animals down out of the mystery box, but there's still some crazy stuff ahead. If I ever become like this, please dox me and hope that someone shoots me.
What the heck is this? Is this even an animal? It's not moving.
Oh, it's a sea cucumber. Dog, you ever been to an aquarium before? It's a sea cucumber. I hope it eviscerates all over you.
You guys, whatever this is, I don't think it's alive. Ew! Oh my gosh, it's squishy! Oh, that's disgusting! What the heck
I think you're disgusting. I think that the sea cucumber is a creature of beauty.
am I grabbing right now? Oh, it smells so bad too. Okay.
Yeah, it lives in the fucking ocean, dumbass. Soap. What is soap? I hope he gets a fucking fireworm. And he just starts touching that like, ooh, it looks so bristly.
I don't know what I'm doing holding this thing. I
don't know what you're doing holding fucking anything that you've gotten out of this box, you fucking asshole.
think it is alive. It's moving very, very slowly. It kind of looks like a slug, but if you guys know what this is, comment down below. I'm just gonna quickly get him into the aquarium though. That is disgusting.
First time owning anything saltwater, and it's just like, I literally don't know what a sea cucumber is.
After I put the mystery animal inside of the tank, it started to move, which proved it was alive. And it was the creepiest thing that I have ever seen.
Look at it. Look at it using its little tube feet to suck around the bottom of the tank. That's so cute. I love sea cucumbers. They're wonderful animals. He's not going to find much in there. Not going to find much in the way of, like, you know, detritus to sift through, because everything's being added all at fucking once, but God bless him. He's trying his best.
No way. I think I just found Nemo. Oh, check that out. I had a feeling there would be one of these in here. I mean,
put it in a nano tank, please. Put it in like a nano coral tank. Don't stick it in with like the stonefish and everything. Why are you sleeping?
the saltwater tank is not complete without a clownfish. That is so cool. He is so adorable.
Hey, by the way, the protective slime coat on clownfish in particular is very fucking important because of the thing that they live in, the anemone.
You guys, I have a really good idea. Comment down below a name for this clownfish.
He knows that a billion fucking kids are gonna say, you should name it Nemo, and he's gonna get a bunch of fucking ad revenue. He's gonna get a bunch of fucking interactions. I'm just gonna blow my goddamn brains out.
I'm really excited to see what cool and unique names you guys come up with. Please don't name it Nemo. Look at all the creatures we have so far. It's like we have our own little mini ocean right here. This is so cool.
I feel like that tank is already, like, on the verge of being overstocked. It probably is, to be honest.
But now that leaves us with one more bag in this box, and it looks like the biggest one so far. Look at the size of this thing. That looks like some sort of lobster.
That is a lobster. Which animal will be alive last in this Thunderdome? At this point, I got my money on the lobster. He's gonna hold it.
But I thought lobsters were orange. This one is blue.
Oh my fucking god, this guy's a moron. Have you never been inside of a grocery store? You don't even have to go to an aquarium for that. Go to a Red Lobster. You will see that the lobsters that are actually fucking alive are like brownish in color with sort of blue, maybe tan highlights. They're orange after you cook them. That is honestly like a beautiful, I want to say like a spiny lobster. That is a beautiful animal. I hate that it's gonna die.
You guys, this might be a rare blue lobster. These things are literally like 1 in a million.
No. It has like a little bit of blue on the end of its tail, which I'm pretty sure would be typical of this species. A lobster that is actually like completely like a Maine lobster, which is the kind that people typically eat, that is like covered head to toe in all blue. Yes, that is extremely rare. There are a few lobster mutations like that. There's like yellow lobsters. Is there a purple one actually? I don't know. But there are rare lobster, I guess, quote unquote morphs like that. This one's just like it's 95% black and white with like a little bit of blue on the tip of its tail.
Well, first dark web order of the video, and I'd say it went pretty good. We got a saltwater mystery box, and I was not expecting to get all those crazy creatures, and honestly, I wasn't expecting to get a box at all. However, we are not done. We still have a lot more orders to go, and the animals are just gonna get even crazier, and there's still a chance that we get scammed.
We know.
So I got back on the dark web, and I came across our next animal.
Not a deadly animal, by the way. That is a Suriname toad. Basically harmless. I mean, actually harmless. I don't even think these guys have teeth. The worst they can do is kind of creep you out because they give birth from their babies out of their backs, which is kind of creepy. It's a little bit icky, but like I think it's fucking magical. Yeah, it's a trypophobia frog. These are basically fully aquatic species. This guy who's showing it off has apparently also learned from this guy's school of, hey, I'm gonna take this thing out of the water and just hold it in my hand to show you what it looks like. Frogs tend to have teeth. Okay, not teeth that can like harm you like a pixie frog can. Those guys have teeth and they can bite the shit out of you. Like big old chompers, like fangs basically. I want to say you need at least a 55-gallon tank for Suriname toads. And you pretty much have to keep them by themselves because these guys are like sit-and-wait ambush predators. They'll eat anything that moves that passes in front of them.
This is an interesting one, you guys. This website is claiming to sell an alien frog.
Alien frog. Tell me you know what a Suriname toad is. Also, that is a fucking bargain for a Suriname toad. I want to say you mostly get them at like 60, 70 bucks. That's a steal. I mean, obviously this is fake, but that's a fucking steal. What is Snakes at Sunset? I feel like I've heard that name before, actually. Yeah, that's an actual website. Okay, they're like a real website, not some fucking garbage. Let's see what amphibians they have for sale. Rain frogs. Yeah, just rain frogs. Which is interesting. Because I was under the impression that rain frogs were actually kind of like difficult to come across. Like normally when I see them, I mean I did see a few of them when I went to a Reptile Expo recently. I didn't get any because just like I know that these things are hard to take care of, especially because like they're all wild caught. I hope that like captive breeding for these guys does take off, so that way like hey, people can actually take care of them and they don't have to worry about like, you know, parasites and shit like that. But describing this website as like a dark web website that is this fucking shady, that could honestly be seen as fucking slanderous. Maybe I could send them this video and be like, hey, look at what this guy's saying about your website.
By the picture, it looks like a Pippa frog. These things are
okay.
super
At least he knows what a Suriname toad is. They're also called Pippa frogs because Pippa is their genus and species name. They're like gorilla, or rhinoceros, I think, is the Sumatran rhino.
I mean, they don't even look real. And what's really creepy about these guys is when they lay eggs, the babies will actually crawl out of their backs.
Okay, so yeah, he knows about that.
It's actually really disgusting. But I'm thinking, if I get 2 of them, there's a chance they'll be male and female, and we can try to get them to have babies. That way, we can witness that disgusting thing.
Okay, I'm pretty sure for 2, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you're gonna need a big ass tank for a pair of Suriname toads. You can't just stick those in like what I got. You're gonna need a big one, and all you can have in there are the toads. That's pretty much the main reason, like, aside from the fact that, like, hey, I'd need another fucking tank in my house, like, that would be the thing that keeps me away from having Suriname toads. I love Vizzini because, like, not only is he, like, a cool, unique, fully aquatic amphibian, but also, I can just have, like, a regular fish tank, and he doesn't bother that. Not a whole-ass pond, but I want to say, like, at least a 55-gallon. At least. And I think to breed them, you want like a tall tank. I'm not too sure about that. For a pair, like, you've just exacerbated the problems that you were already going to have by getting a big-ass fully aquatic frog.
In person. Okay, I just placed an order for 2 alien frogs. These things are so cheap, they're only $30. Unless they're so cheap because it's a scam. I didn't think about that. Well, it was 2.
Yeah, I imagine you haven't thought about a lot of things, just in general.
Even if I try to get a refund, I couldn't because it literally says no refunds on the website.
Wow, that thing you put on their website, that... Good.
Yeah, I thought for sure I got scammed. However, just 2 days later, I received a box at my door. Could these alien frogs be in here?
Frogs! Why are you sleeping?
The only way to find out is to open it. Dark web, don't fail me now. Here we go. Oh, we got a box.
A regular box cutter or something, man.
Oh, this is really creepy.
Yeah, that's very similar to the packaging that I received Vizzini in. Like, you got the styrofoam cube inside of the box that, like, keeps it all sealed. Probably got a little heat pad in there.
Oh, look, there's actually Pippa frogs in there. You guys, we actually got them. Are they even alive? They're not moving.
Hey, jackass, maybe you shouldn't have shaken the box then.
Are you guys alive? Oh no. I think we got dead frogs.
That would not be my reaction, by the way. I would be fucking mortified. It's like, oh no, I think these frogs are dead, bros. Like, would not be my reaction even a little bit. I'd be fucking devastated.
What about you? Oh, he's alive. Okay, they are moving. One thing about these frogs is they do play dead a lot. They kind of just like lay there. Now, I don't know how to tell if they're male or female, so I guess you just
Look up their skirts.
have to stay tuned till the end of the video to see if they end up breeding or not.
They don't.
But for now, we're gonna go ahead and get these guys into their new home, and we're gonna see what.
Okay, that actually did look like a decent sized tank. If just the frogs go in there. If he puts a fucking bunch of shit in there on top of the frogs, go fuck yourself. But that did look like a decent sized tank. I'll give him that much at least. Though I would have given them more leaf cover. Because they like to hide under leaves and shit. But hey, that's what you get when you have no idea what the fuck you're going to be getting.
else we can find on the dark web. Now, the dark web...
Yeah, he was holding frogs akimbo. It's a fucking John Woo movie, but with frogs.
...is an interesting place. And I don't recommend going on there. I've seen a lot of weird things.
That's literally just Morph Market. That's not the dark web. That is Morph Market. And by the way, that's a fucking ripoff. I was just at the Reptile Expo. You can get a green anaconda for way cheaper than that. That is a ripoff.
There's a lot of really cool animals that I've...
Cayman. Tree monitor? Is that like a blue tree monitor? I don't... It's got blue spots on it. I don't know if that's the proper species. Maybe they look different when they're young or something.
Never even seen before. Like this one, for example. A Barbados giant land crab. I looked it up. These things get 3 foot long.
Hey, maybe you shouldn't get one then. That sounds unreasonable to care for. You can get a fucking coconut crab on Morph Market. I've seen them.
A 3 foot long crab. I literally have to buy this.
No, you don't.
I went ahead and I designed the biggest enclosure
Too small.
I could where this giant land crab could live.
Way too small. Way too small. That thing's gonna be able to move like 5 steps to the right. That is too small. It won't even be able to fit inside of the fucking water dish. It won't even be able to fit inside of the hide. Bro, that thing's not gonna be able to move at all. You need like a yard for that thing.
And now it's only missing one thing. The crab. I went ahead and
Your head's only missing one thing, and that's a brain.
I ordered it, and I have to say, it's way too easy to buy these animals off the dark web.
Way too easy to buy, yes. Dark web, no.
I mean, they don't ask you any questions like, hey, what are you gonna do with this 3-foot long crab?
What do you mean, what are you gonna do with it? What are you gonna do with this crab? Commit crimes with it? You just walk up to the fucking bank with your 3-foot long crab. This is a stick up! The crab's holding like a little knife. Use it as a drug mule. Alright, listen to me, little crab. I need you to take this kilo of cocaine across the border for me. There's a man named Sanchez. He'll know what to do. I love you, crab.
Once again, I waited about a week for this 3-foot long crab to show up at my door, but finally, after lots of waiting, I received a package. I'm a little nervous for this one. Part of me wants the crab to be in here, and part of me doesn't.
Really? Okay. I understand that the thing with this video is that it's the dark web and all of this is really shady and stuff, but I could not get my baby fucking spider without there being like, oh hey, we need to know that you're gonna be good to go in order to pick up this package. Like, you need to be present when this thing arrives. We can't have you like leaving this thing out on your doorstep for a while for it to get like, you know, frozen in the winter cold or cooked in the sun. Like, they need to set a date for that thing. You can't just be waiting around like, maybe it'll show up, maybe it won't. I don't really know.
I mean, a 3-foot long crab is pretty scary.
And it's
but
very
I do hear something crawling around in there. All right, but
that is demonstrably not 3 feet long, by the way. I mean, I guess you would buy it small, but still, you're just gonna give kids a bad understanding of sizes.
let's pop the lid open. Oh, God. I think we made a mistake. Look at the size of this thing. Oh my God.
I ordered a giant crab off the internet. I think we made a mistake. This crab is way too big.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you don't want to hold that
See the
one?
size of that thing. Oh, he's trying to escape. Oh, he's
What, you don't want to hold this one in your stupid little fucking hands, Patrick Star?
strong. Look. I'm
Money.
not sure what to do right now, you guys. This crab is literally massive. He's bigger than my hand. Look at the size of his claw. Now, as scary as it seems, I looked online and it says the only way to grab these guys is by their claws.
I would grab it by, like, the back. Because, like, you grab it by like, the crab butt, and it's like, what's its claw gonna do, you know? Yeah, grabbing it by the claw seems like a really good way to hurt it and potentially trigger it to drop its claw, as crabs can do. Which... I feel bad enough that Vinny is like missing half of one of his legs. If my crab dropped a fucking claw, I would be devastated.
Here we go. I'm gonna go for the claw. I got him. Oh no! Oh! Look at that! We got ourselves a giant land crab. This is by far the craziest animal so far, but we're just getting started. It's gonna get a lot crazier than this. I quickly got him into his enclosure, and right away he ran into his cave, and I haven't seen him since, but
I wonder why. I wonder why he wouldn't want to be around you anymore. Yeah, that thing's gonna outgrow that so fucking quickly. If they get as big as you claim, it's gonna outgrow that so fucking fast. Like, that might be a decent sized tank for it, for this growth stage. It's gonna get so much bigger.
I did throw a banana down there and it disappeared, so I guess he's happy. Now, while that crab could take my finger off, it couldn't kill me. And
I don't think that thing could take your finger off. It could give you a hard pinch. It would hurt like a motherfucker. It's not gonna take your finger off. Coconut crab, maybe. That guy, nah. The big claw is like, it's too... Only like the little tip could probably pinch you. I'm pretty sure that's pretty much like a sort of a fiddler crab situation where like the main claw is used for combat with other crabs and sexual display purposes. This video is making me crabby. No, absolutely. This 100% harms kids' perception of animals. Because, like, imagine being a 5-year-old kid with, like, your developing child baby brain, and you see this grown-ass man going like, oh! Like a big old crab, and you're just like, you're gonna be fucking scared of crabs now. You're gonna be scared of them. It's like fear-mongering. It sucks.
And like I promised in the beginning of this video, we're gonna be buying some of the deadliest animals in the world to put in this room. And what better way to start than with a stonefish, the most venomous fish in the world.
Didn't you already get one of those, you fucking loser? You, like, just got one already. You said that the fucking yellowfish looked like your stonefish. Did he film that out of order? Because he said he got, like, oh, this looks like my stonefish. And now it's like, oh, let's get a stonefish. Isn't this the sort of thing that can cause invasive species? Yes! People getting pets and then not being able to take care of them, so they release them into the wild? Yes, that is why Florida is the way it is now. Hell, I have Vicini because of that. Because back in the day, rubber eels used to be fucking everywhere in pet stores, including in Florida, and then people just, like, released them into the wild. And now there is an invasive population of aquatic Sicilians in the Florida Everglades, and that is the only reason that I have a Sicilian now, because their export has been banned from their native country. Now, on the one hand, that sucks because it's an invasive species. On the other hand, hey, I can get a fucking Sicilian and not feel bad about it because it's not taking from an actual wild population.
Now these fish are extremely rare and they're super hard to come by.
No, they're not, by the way.
Probably because they can kill you and no one wants to keep that as a pet.
Rattlesnake, $200. Lots of people actually enjoy taking care of venomous animals. Things that can kill them. There's quite a large market for it, actually. Too large of a market, I would say. Most people shouldn't have these animals as pets. God, yeah, we've been here for a while.
But I do, which is why I made a video a long time ago buying one off the dark web. And I still have it, so that saves me a lot of trouble.
So he still has a stonefish. Why did you say this was your first time keeping saltwater then? So that was the lie. Now we understand.
Trouble trying to find another one. So we're gonna go cash it out and we're gonna bring him to his new home. And hopefully I don't get stung. Yeah, hopefully I don't get stung. Okay, he's right here. I have these heavy duty gloves on and a net. If I do this right, I should be okay.
So wait, he's just moving it. He's just moving the stonefish that he already has into a different tank. Sure.
Hopefully.
What do you mean, hopefully?
Okay, let's do it. Come on, buddy, get in the net. Oh, there we go. We got him. We have
God,
the
that fish looks
stonefish
miserable.
in the net. That is so crazy, you guys.
Touch it. Touch it more. Touch it. Get a little touchy. Yeah, God, that thing looks fucking miserable. Poor fish. When's the last time you did a water change, asshole?
This right here is the stonefish. If any of these spikes right here stung me, I would be dead in under 6 hours. So let's quickly get him into his new home. All right, buddy, in your new home you go. Oh my gosh, he looks so good in there. We should probably put like a do not touch sticker on here. I feel like that's a good idea. Now, when you think of danger,
Should put one of those on you, jackass. Honestly, though, like, needing to do constant water changes, like saltwater changes especially, that's like the main thing that's keeping me a little bit like, this is probably not for me in terms of keeping saltwater tanks. Because, like, with freshwater tanks, you can have, like, riparian plants in there, and they'll suck out all the nitrogenous waste. Like, I barely have to do water changes, because, like, aquatic plants and riparian plants, they'll do so much of the work for you. And just, like, keeping the tank and its ammonia and nitrogenous waste levels balanced, you can't really do that with salt water. So you pretty much have to, like, either have a ridiculous filtration system or do much more frequent water changes than you would need to do with, like, a good freshwater setup. So I don't think I'll be getting saltwater fish anytime soon.
dangerous and deadly animals, you probably think of snakes.
Yeah, like... Hold the fuck up.
Now, when you think of dangerous and deadly animals, you probably...
When you think of dangerous and deadly animals, you think of none other than the notorious, the deadly, the evil ball python. Look at this cute little critter. Look at this baby. It doesn't know anything about anything. Like, again, like, this kind of shit just pisses me off because, like, you're showing all of these kids these basically harmless fucking snakes and being like, hey, these things are super deadly. Like, fuck off.
There are over 600 species of venomous snakes in the world.
Hold up. Okay. Is this like an actual search for venomous snakes or just snakes in general? Because boa constrictor, non-venomous. Python, non-venomous. Green anaconda, non-venomous. Anaconda, I guess that's yellow, non-venomous. Reticulated python, non-venomous. Burmese python, non-venomous. Rock python, non-venomous. Vipers, venomous. Amethystine python, non-venomous. Titanoboa, non-venomous. Black mamba, venomous. Indian cobra, venomous. Elapid snakes, venomous. Boa, non-venomous. Indian python, non-venomous. Pit vipers, venomous. Okay, I don't know that particular snake by its scientific name. Yeah, most of these are non-venomous. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Yeah, ball pythons are, like, arguably one of the most harmless fucking snakes you could get. They are extremely docile. They don't really do much. I think the worst a ball python could do is, like, poop on you. Which it may be inclined to do, but maybe not as much as, like, a super dwarf retic or something.
Snakes in the world, and all of them are illegal to keep as pets.
No, they're fucking not. Oh, dear God, what the fuck is that? It looks like it's supposed to be a tentacled snake, but it's not. Yeah, Joey Joelson, here we go. Best beginner venomous reptiles. Is that a fucking gaboon viper? Hold on, maybe I shouldn't trust this guy.
These are the best beginner venomous reptiles for you to buy using your parents' stolen credit card. First up is the eyelash viper.
Okay, that's a fair choice, I would say. I feel like of the vipers, yeah, an eyelash viper has venom that's relatively easy to deal with. Like, it's not as toxic as something like a gaboon viper, where it's just like, oh, you're gonna lose an arm or a finger or something. You just are.
A relatively mildly venomous snake that you probably won't die from, though it is possible. Next is the Gila monster, one of the only venomous lizards on the planet. These guys are super adorable, and a bite, again, probably won't end your life.
It will hurt like a motherfucker, though, and also they are very expensive, and I'm pretty sure these guys are illegal in a couple of states at least.
My first venomous snake was a blue insularis. You can't beat that incredible coloration.
That is a beautiful snake, though.
And a bite is likely unfatal. This is a cobra. This is a bigger cobra. That's right, they grow. And once they're this size, they are incredibly dangerous. Probably not the best option.
No, that's about the worst option. I can't, like, listen, I could maybe see myself getting a viper at some point. Like, if I did a lot of research and kept a lot of snakes for a lot of time before that, then maybe one day I could get a viper. I would never, ever in my life get a cobra. They are fast, they are aggressive, they don't like you, and they're smart. They want out.
What's better, however, is a spitting cobra like this ringgal's. They will blind you, or just bite you. Little man is definitely not the answer. This guy will hunt you down and end your genetic. These are the best.
Okay, so yeah, like, this guy has a fuckload of venomous reptiles. They're not illegal. At worst, you can get, like some states will have permits against, like, certain species. Yeah, they're not, like, illegal.
Which is probably a good thing. But there are some non-venomous snakes that are extremely
Venomous,
dangerous
non-venomous.
as well. And right now, I'm a
That was an eyelash viper and a rainbow boa. Rainbow boa is basically harmless. I mean, they could bite you. As far as I'm aware, boas are more inclined to bite than pythons. That's mostly just because, like, boas have a very strong feeding response, as opposed to pythons, who are generally a lot more laid back. Except for, like, I think reticulated pythons, who do also have a very strong feeding response, if I'm not mistaken.
about to buy one that has the longest teeth of any non-venomous snake. It's called an emerald tree boa, and I just found a sketchy website that claims to sell them.
Again, not dangerous at all. I mean, again, it could bite you. It's not gonna kill you. Like, it's fine.
Now I'm gonna buy one right now, and honestly, I'm kind of hoping it's a scam and it doesn't come.
Beautiful snake, by the way. Beautiful snake. I hope it doesn't come just so that you don't end up killing it, because I know you would. It's the same fucking shit. It's the same fucking shit of just, like, Oh man, guys, this snake is really scary. And I want to say that, like, he's lying about the venomous snakes being illegal thing because he doesn't want to actually put himself in any danger. He just wants to put deadliest in his title without, like, actually putting himself in any danger from any dangerous animals.
Because I am terrified of snakes, but I'm doing this for you, so like the video. Now,
Fuck off.
unfortunately, as much as I wanted this to be a scam, I actually received a package only a few days later. There is definitely a snake in here.
That's probably a quite small snake. That's gonna be like a baby when it comes out.
I can just feel it. Now, emerald tree boas are known for being super aggressive, so we're gonna have to be very
Sometimes.
careful. Oh, I just heard something move around in there. Here we go. Let's open it up. Oh, look at that. There's a bag right there. Come here, buddy. Oh, I can see it right there. I think the best way to do this is just to dump him out of the bag.
He's gonna freak the fuck out.
And I really don't want to.
Why?
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, that's a little guy. That's still like a juvenile. I think these ones are actually like differently colored when they're babies. So like that one's like just coming into its adult colors. Yeah, that box should have had air holes. I know that snakes are, like, efficient with their oxygen, but it should have had air holes at least. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, actually. Like, get a hog nose and just say, like, oh, yeah, this is a venomous snake. And just leave out the part where it's like, yeah, these guys are still basically harmless.
Oh, why is he doing that? Why is he looking at me like he wants to bite me?
I want to bite you, fucker.
In the S position already, and he just got out of the bag. Oh my God. I'm trapped in the corner right now, hell.
Imagine seeing this little snake just come over to you for a little sniff. It's just like...
I don't know snakes very well. He might not be trying to bite me. He might just be like saying hello. Oh, okay, he's trying to bite me. I don't know.
I don't blame the snake.
What to do right now. What have I gotten myself into? Okay, he's distracted right now. Now's my time to get out of here. Okay, I'm not trapped in the corner anymore. So I quickly tried to grab him while I had the chance. You don't have to bite me, buddy. I'm your new daddy. Oh, okay. I have the snake, you guys. He's not trying to bite me anymore. I think...
He doesn't even have like a snake hook or anything. He's like, hey, I'm gonna... Also, that snake looks kind of skinny. I'm gonna buy this snake and get absolutely nothing for it.
Maybe he was just a little scared. Oh, no, I don't like this. Okay. Holy you guys, I am drenched in sweat right now. I'm not gonna lie. And I think he can smell the fear on me, so let's get him in his cage.
He was just...
Quickly before he bites me. Oh my God, did you see that? He just lunged at the air. After I put the emerald tree boa into...
That is way too small, by the way. No, I bet he doesn't even have food. Like, this is his enclosure for an emerald tree boa. That thing's gonna get way bigger than that.
His enclosure, he climbed into a tree and he just sat there for like the whole day.
Yep,
so
that's what they do.
Turned off his light so he can sleep, and we moved.
Turned off his light so he can sleep. Bro, he's basking. That's what they do. He's basking! Why would you turn off the light? He needs that. Oh my fucking God.
Moved on to the next enclosure. Now this next animal is another one that I'm terrified of, and that is spiders. However, since we're going all out for this video, it's not just any spider, it is the largest species of spider in the world. It's called a Goliath bird-eater tarantula. These things are
Goliath birdeater, by the way, is a common name that is used for a few different species of spider. I want to say that the largest of them is Theraphosa blondi. I think that is like the biggest of the big. So you better hope that's the one you're getting. Otherwise, you're getting confused by the common name system. That's why a lot of people who buy spiders know them by their scientific name. So yeah, this is going to be very upsetting for all of us spider lovers in chat.
literally so big that they eat birds. I've been watching a lot of videos of these things online, and it's just not...
Also, the bird eater name, they're not exactly out there, like, hunting for birds. I mean, sometimes they will. Sometimes, if, like, a baby bird falls out of a nest and the spider happens to be, like, right there on the ground next to it when it falls, like, sure, I'll eat a bird, why not? But it's not like they're going around, like, hunting for birds. They're mostly just going to be eating, like, roaches and stuff. Maybe small mice.
good. These things are so big. Oh, and I forgot to mention, they're venomous too. Thankfully,
Literally all spiders are venomous, by the way. See, now he's doing the thing he should have done for a hognose snake, which is say like, oh, by the way, this thing, kind of freaking venomous. When it's like, the venom is about as harmful as a bee sting. I would personally be more worried about like the giant fangs puncturing your flesh than I would be about the actual venom itself. Basically harmless. You are in so much more danger of, number one, hurting the spider. Number two, getting a bunch of fucking hairs in your eyes and mouth. That would suck.
it says the bite is not harmful to humans,
Ah.
but then it goes on to compare it to hammering a nail into your hand. Oh, that's it? What am I waiting for? Let's just buy one right now. Okay.
Again, I'd be more concerned about the fangs doing that damage than the venom.
I just placed the order. Please, for the love of God, don't send the spider. Please be a scam. Well, it's 5 days later and the spider's here. So, that's great.
Didn't he already use this box?
Right now, just a little tiny penny-sized baby. That would be okay. Let's open it.
Didn't he already use that box for like one of the other things he just unboxed? Was that not what the snake came in? Whatever, I don't care.
On up. Oh, we got another bag. Look at this. That's a little scary because I can't tell how big it is. This is scary. What if he just runs out at me? Oh gosh, okay, it's not a baby. That is a full-grown adult.
Who the fuck ships spiders like that? I'm pretty sure that's the same bag that the snake came in. Who the fuck ships spiders like that? I've never seen a spider shipped inside of a bag before. That's insanity. Yo, screw bucket of frogs. We got bags of spiders. Finally, my sack of spider has arrived. Spider, why are you sleeping?
Look at it. That is disgusting. Now, I know you guys probably want me to hold him, and don't worry, I will. However, I gotta go change real quick. So, I'll be right back.
Bobby, are you serious? You're putting on a hazmat suit for a spider?
I cannot.
Bro, your girlfriend's the reasonable one, or whoever the fuck this is. Maybe it's his mom. Maybe it's his sister. I can at least see that being a potentially funny bit if you did it right. This guy is such a fucking massive pussy and also just a horrible asshole that it's like, no, I genuinely believe he thinks this is helpful. Like, personally, the thing that I would be worried about again is the urticating hairs being shot into your eyes. So, at best, I would wear, like, safety goggles or something. Like, that is the most precaution that I would take for this sort of thing. Maybe leather gloves.
I can't believe I'm doing this, even with a hazmat suit on. What is he doing? He's like trying to spray a web at me right now. Like he's Spider-Man.
Oh, he's kicking the hairs.
Oh my god. Now, right away, the
He's kicking hairs at you because he hates you.
spider was not happy. But eventually, I gained his trust and he let me pick him up. Okay, I think me and him are friends now.
Please don't hold it like that. It's got to get a good grip on you, and I know you're a flighty motherfucker, and also, you can't see. I know you can't see. Look at that. Look how fogged up the fucking... Look how fogged up the mask is. That spider is at serious risk of falling, and just, like... Those things are like water balloons when they fall. They're just gonna burst.
Is good. However, I was starting to feel a little uncomfortable, so I quickly got him into his new home. Nice and easy. I can't believe I just did that. This spider was absolutely massive, and it was extremely aggressive as well. And I'm not...
It hates you! Stop being an asshole to it, and it'll stop hating you.
looking forward to keeping it as a pet. Now, so far, we haven't been scammed on the dark web. Everything we have ordered has arrived.
Man, I should order stuff off the dark web. This sounds like a great deal. As a young child, I'm learning so many lessons from this video. Be scared of everything and order stuff off the dark web.
Even things we didn't want to arrive. However, things were about to change. You guys, I just found a website that is selling a frilled dragon. These lizards are probably the closest thing we have to dinosaurs still on Earth today.
Birds.
They are extremely rare, and I've never seen one for sale before. However,
I've seen them for sale at Petco before.
it is $700, and the website doesn't look that legit.
Another JPEG.
But so far, we have taken a lot of chances, and we've gotten some really cool animals, so I think I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna buy a frilled dragon. Okay, it's on its way. At least I thought it was on its way.
Oh,
well,
no!
It's been a couple weeks, and the frilled dragon has not shown up. The people aren't responding to my messages, so yeah. I got scammed. It's awesome how I got scammed with one thing I wanted, and not the snake or the tarantula. You've got to be kidding me. So there goes my chances of owning a real-life dinosaur.
That's what you were gonna put it in? Bro, you should be keeping, like, at biggest a chameleon. At the biggest.
But it's okay, because this next animal is a lot rarer, a lot cooler, and yes, a lot more expensive. It's an albino snapping turtle, and it's a big one too. Now, I've never seen...
That looks like a common snapping turtle rather than an alligator snapping turtle, which... Don't get an alligator snapping turtle, please. Those things are enormous.
These before, but as soon as I saw it, I knew I had to have it. Turns out these things are super rare, and even little babies sell for thousands of dollars. Now, after being scammed for the frilled dragon, I'm a little bit more hesitant to buy things. However, this website looks a little bit more legit, so I think I'm gonna do it. With high hopes, I placed the order, and I waited on the edge of my seat for it to arrive. And after about a week, it showed.
We can afford to sell this turtle for thousands of dollars. But you know what we can't afford? Packaging. Again, he's getting all these boxes from pet store dumpsters.
I have the package, you guys. This should contain a $3,000 snapping turtle. So let's go ahead and open it up and find out. I'm really nervous for this one, you guys. I don't want it to be a scam.
Please don't.
Here we go.
By the way, please don't put this thing with the fucking Suriname toads. Please, for the love of God, don't.
Is in there. Oh my gosh. There is a bag, you guys. Oh, and it's heavy. Is that a snapping turtle? Oh, it's moving. I carefully opened
Whoa! This live animal I bought is moving. I'd be more concerned if it wasn't.
it up when suddenly this happened. Oh my gosh! Yes! We actually got it, you guys.
When suddenly the turtle I ordered came out of the bag.
Oh, look how beautiful he is. It's an albino snapping turtle. He is so cool. Look, he's got his red eyes right there. He's big too. Look at him compared to my hand. I have no idea where he came.
That is not as big as I get, by the way. Not that it will ever get the chance to get big, because this guy's gonna kill it.
From. He was probably in that box for a while, so we're gonna go ahead and get him into his new home. Now, since he's so big, we had to set up this massive enclosure just
Not big enough.
for him, but eventually he's gonna outgrow this tank and we're gonna have to build him his own pond. But for now, this will be the perfect home.
Okay, building a pond for your snapping turtle is genuinely like, yeah, that's a good idea. I don't think he's gonna do it, but like, hey.
And it seemed like he really liked it. An
Big ass
albino
plants.
snapping turtle. I would have never thought we would get one on the dark web, but we did. That is so cool. Now I will
That's why I
say,
spent
even
thousands
though
of dollars
we
on it.
successfully got the snapping turtle, I'm still a little bit salty we didn't get the frilled dragon. So I went ahead and I tracked down another website that claims to sell a real life dragon. However, this one doesn't specify what species of lizard it is, so I think it might just send you.
What a great deal. What a great business these guys run. Imagine other services you might buy on the dark web. Illicit substance mystery box. Magic powder. We won't tell you what it is. Hitman that killed someone. You don't know who, but it's someone. The drug gotcha. Mystery ammo. Okay, mystery ammo would be pretty fun.
Like a random lizard that looks like a dragon, so I have an idea. Behind me is 3 enclosures that are designed for lizards. So I'm thinking if I buy 3 of these mystery dinosaurs, that will increase my chances of getting the frilled dragon.
Are you stupid? It is a gotcha! If I keep pulling the dragon lizard lever, eventually one of them will be the dragon lizard that I want. That lizard image AI? I think that was a crocodile skink. That is a real species of lizard. As far as I know, you can get these guys as pets, but they are fairly expensive. Because, like, they're in relatively high demand because, you know, they look like fucking dragons and they look cool.
But even if we don't get one, I'm still excited to see what the other lizards are.
Okay, one of those is the caiman lizard.
Okay, order placed. The dinosaurs are on their way. At least, hopefully they're on their way. It's 2 weeks later and the package has arrived. It has taken so long that I think the Pippa frogs have started breeding. I don't know for sure, but they have been doing some pretty weird things.
You'd be able to tell because the female would have the eggs in the pouch on her back. Oh. Yeah, no, neither of these are breeding. Neither of these have eggs. He's just... He's lying! Could you believe it?
I don't know for sure, but they have been doing some pretty weird things.
He's just saying that because he said, like, oh, hey, maybe if you stick around, you'll be able to see the Pippa frogs breed. He's lying.
However, that's beside the point. What really matters is we have a box here that contains 3 real-life dinosaurs. I guess we'll start with this one. Oh my gosh, they were not lying. That actually looks like a dinosaur.
Maybe you should open the bag to see.
Oh, hello, buddy. Oh, he's crawling.
Oh, for Christ's sake, you've got a monitor lizard. Oh, no, that thing's gonna die. Either it's gonna die, or it's gonna get big enough to kill him. I swear to God, if that's a Nile monitor, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Hey, this is a little scary. I don't know if he's dangerous or not, but that is so cool. I have no idea what kind of lizard this is.
You don't know what... I think that is either a Nile monitor or an Asian water monitor. If it is a Nile monitor, you are the stupidest motherfucker on the planet. Like, he probably just saw, like, oh, Nile monitor for cheap, like, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 bucks or something like that. And it's just like, yeah, I'll buy this. What could possibly go bad? It's like this big. Little does he know, you're gonna end up with, like, a fucking 8-foot-long monster that will hate you, and you'll deserve it.
I did some research and I found out that this guy is an Asian water monitor.
Okay, Asian water monitor. That's slightly less bad. Still bad, though. You can't keep that. I know you can't. You, with all your millions of subscribers and views and shit, might be one of the few people who has the means to take care of an Asian water monitor, but I know you don't have the capacity to actually bother providing for it.
And they get massive. They are literally the 2nd largest lizard species in the world, getting over 10 feet long. Oh, and they're also venomous, so that's great. This guy is just a little baby though, so this enclosure is perfect for him. But
no, it is not. No, it is not, by the way. It's... Well, for starters, it's much too vertically inclined. For second, it's a water monitor. They like water, and he's got like a little dish there that he's going to spill and piss and shit in all the time.
But eventually we will need to build him a home much bigger. Well, that's one lizard, so I guess that means we didn't get scanned. Let's go ahead and get another bag and see what's inside. Look at this, you guys.
Oh, that poor chameleon. That's gonna last like a couple days. Chameleons are such a pain in the ass to take care of. They are so fragile. They are so fucking fragile, and they are skittish, and they are terrified of everything, and they have very specific requirements, and even when you take care of them well, they don't live all that long. Chameleons are such amazing animals, I really think that they're just bad pets.
Panther chameleons are one of the rarest species of chameleon you can get.
No, they're not, by the way.
And they are very expensive. These guys are known for having really vibrant colors like red and blue. Look how colorful he is. That is amazing. Now, not only...
Oh, wow, he's already starting to turn black. Hey, guess what? That means he hates you.
Can chameleons change colors? They can also control each eye individually, and that makes them great hunters. And on top of all that, they can also shoot their tongues 3 times the length of their body. And to test that out, I got a bunch of crickets, and we're going to throw them in there and see how many he can get. Right away, the chameleon...
Wow, he's
walked
actually
past all the
feeding one of
crickets,
these animals.
And it didn't take him long to get his first one. But it didn't stop there. One after another, he was shooting his tongue all across his enclosure.
Also, he didn't dust the crickets, so... Yay! Now, on top of everything, that chameleon's gonna have a calcium deficiency!
And honestly, I lost track of how many he ate. I'm pretty sure he ate all of them. Can a frilled dragon do that? I don't think so. However, we do have one more chance of getting one.
It's gonna have a calcium deficiency and obesity.
Oh, he's hissing. Oh my God.
Yep, it's a caiman lizard, alright.
He is not happy, you guys.
Caiman lizards get fucking huge, by the way. You're gonna need such a big enclosure for that. It is not even funny.
I actually think this is a caiman lizard. Now, as you guys know, alligators are illegal to own as pets.
No, they're not. In some states, you need a permit. That is not illegal. That's like saying axolotls are illegal to own because in some states you can't own them and in some states you need permits. That's not the same fucking thing. Arguably, gators should be illegal since basically no one can take care of them and you can get them way too easily. Yeah, sex is illegal because I've never had it.
But this guy right here is basically the closest thing you can get to one that is legal, and they get up to 5 feet long. So this is definitely a real-life dinosaur.
Watch him put it...
Eventually, he's gonna need a much bigger tank, but for now, this will be his home.
Oh, it's so awful.
Buddy, okay, he's not happy.
I wonder why.
There he goes. Well, now we can say we have 3 true dinosaurs here in the animal room. However, we still have a ton of different enclosures to fill, so let's keep going. Now, this next animal is probably the craziest one so far. It's another snake. However, this one is special. It says on the website it gets 10 feet long, but that's not it. It also says that it's fully aquatic.
This is true. Elephant trunk snakes are fully aquatic snakes. Don't get one. Don't get one. Pretty much for the same reasons as like the Pippa frog. Where it's just like, oh hey, you need a big ass tank and that's all you can keep in it. Because guess what? It's gonna eat everything.
Which means it doesn't need any land to survive. Now I already placed the order about a week ago and the package just arrived. So
Harmless live animal.
See our new pet snake. There it is, look. Oh my gosh, it's so tiny! That right there is the elephant trunk snake, fully aquatic, it's 10 feet long, this thing is so cool.
Don't get any pet in this video. There's some that are decent pets. Like, okay, if you are gonna get a saltwater tank, then yeah, a clownfish is a good pet. What the fuck else was there? Pippa frogs. If you have the means, then sure, they could be good pets, but they're honestly probably not gonna be great because they could probably be a little bit boring because they don't do much. Emerald tree boas, also probably not great pets. Again, mostly for the same reason. Like, if you want a snake that you can, like, hold and stuff, then green tree or emerald tree boa is probably not going to be the best one for you. But, like, if you want a snake that just looks pretty, then hell yeah, go for it. Elephant trunk snakes would be cool if, 1, you could keep anything else inside the tank, and 2, they didn't get so big that you needed an absolutely massive tank for them. Like, I did do a bit of research on elephant trunk snakes after watching this video, because it's just like, what exactly are you going to need to take care of this thing? It's like more than this guy's offering.
And right now he's just a little baby. Oh my gosh, that
Pick him up out of the water.
craziest looking snake I've ever seen. I like this guy a lot more than the emerald tree boa. Probably because he's not trying to bite me. I think this is my favorite animal so far.
Oh, it's so cute. It's such a cute little snake that's going to die.
Surprisingly, even though it's a snake, but we're gonna be getting some animals soon that are a lot crazier, so let's get this guy into his new home. Now this tank is perfect for him because it's shallow, that way he can come up for air, and it also has...
It's really not that big of a deal how deep the tank is, right? That is an issue for, like, African dwarf frogs, these little guys. That's an issue for them because they're honestly kind of bad swimmers, even though they've dedicated their lives to living entirely in the water. They're not very good at it. They're kind of stupid. I love them, but they're stupid. Yeah, for like an elephant trunk snake, there's really not that many commercially available aquariums that you can buy where it's like, oh, it's going to be an issue that this thing can't come up for air. If anything, you would want more water in there because, you know, this snake is going to poop a lot, which means... The more water you have in your aquarium, basically, the less often you will need to change the water. Not that this guy ever changes water.
Has a bunch of rocks for him to hide in. Well, elephant trunk snake secured. Let's see what's next. Now, while searching through the dark web, I came across another mystery box. However, this one was for insects. Now, I'm not...
Oh, by the way, insect mystery box. Spider, scorpion, spider, millipede... And then 2 German cockroaches. Sure.
Now, I'm not the biggest fan of bugs and all that creepy stuff. However, I do have a bunch of...
The hell do you feed aquatic snakes anyway? Primarily fish. I think you would want to feed... Not goldfish. I understand that goldfish are quite bad as feeder fish. Like overconsumption of goldfish can be bad for certain animals, right? That's all I know. So you want to get like something else for them.
Smaller enclosures that are perfect for insects. So I'm gonna order this mystery box and we're gonna see what we can get. Okay, it literally says on the website that the species in this box may be venomous.
Like all spiders?
Well, okay, order placed. I guess I'll see you guys when it gets here. After just a couple days of waiting, I received the package. It was pretty small, but little did I know it would contain the
I swear to God, I've seen a box like that before. Maybe that looks like the box that I got Agrippa in, God rest his soul.
craziest insects I have ever seen. I think I'm more nervous for this
speaking of
package
Agrippa,
than any other one in this video. I really do not like bugs, so here we go.
any lizards that are aquatic predators? Yeah, water monitors. He just got one in this video and he's gonna abuse it to death.
I mean, we already have a Goliath birdeater tarantula. Can't get too much worse than that, right? Okay, here we go, you guys. Oh my gosh. What the heck is that?
Ah, the vinegaroon. I wonder what he'll have to say about this one.
Oh, there's a lot of containers in there. I guess we'll start with this blue one right here. This one's a little sketchy because you can't see in it. Honestly, I don't even want to open it. This is so scary.
Maybe don't get it then.
2, 1. Oh, what the heck is that?
All that build up for a fucking millipede.
Oh my gosh, it's moving. Is that like
Oh my God, this live animal I bought is moving!
a centipede or something? You guys, that thing is massive. Oh my gosh, it has so many legs. I don't know if you guys can tell how big that is, but it's literally bigger than my hand. Oh, it just pooped on me. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it hates you!
I did a little research and I found out that this guy is an African giant millipede. And I have this little enclosure right here and I think
Oh,
it's
that's
perfect for 'em. And I
pathetic.
read online that they eat decaying wood, so I'm just gonna put this in there. Enjoy, I guess.
Put like a little bit of fruit in there or something for him, man. A little mango slice, something. They eat detritus. That is a tiny little enclosure for the millipede. You could do better than that. You spent like $4,000 fucking dollars on an albino snapping turtle. You can afford like a 10-gallon for your millipede. Give me a fucking break.
I don't know how you eat that. Well, that's one insect down. However, there's
Also, not an insect. Myriapod.
a lot more in here. So let's grab another one. Oh gosh, this one is a lot scarier than the millipede. What?
No, it is not, by the way.
Is that?
Tailless whip scorpion. Harmless.
I don't even know what I'm looking at. That looks like an alien. Okay, I'm gonna try and hold this one, but he doesn't look as friendly as the millipede.
Genuinely one of the most harmless arthropods you could possibly hold. Yeah, this was the same thing as Agrippa. I think Agrippa might have been a different species. He had like some browns on him. God rest his fucking soul. One of these days I might get another one. Captive bred, of course, not wild caught. Maybe I'll put him in a larger enclosure. These are completely harmless. Honestly, the worst thing that they can do is like freak you out a little bit because they'll do this thing called teleportation where they'll just like really quickly move from like one place to another. They're pretty much just trying to startle you.
Please don't bite me or pinch me or whatever you do. Oh, okay, my heart is pounding right now. Look at his little claws right there by his face. Oh, that is so disgusting. Comment down below what this is and comment down below if I should be holding it or not. But he's starting to scare me, so I think we should just get him in his enclosure.
Oh, come on. He's barely got anything to climb on. And you're just leaving live food in there with him and also dead food. I understand that as someone who kept one of these things and it died, I may not be the best judge of this sort of thing. However, this is a horrible, horrible setup for a tailless whip scorpion. These guys like vertical space. They like to climb on stuff. Like, the setup that I had for Agrippa had like a piece of cork bark kind of glued to the back so that way he could like, you know, climb up and down like a tree wall like they like to do in the wild. They also like humidity. That's why I gave him like coconut fiber bedding, because it holds humidity well. They also like to, you know, drink water droplets off the side of the glass. And you gotta be really damn sure that they're good and set up in their enclosure before you start feeding them, because they will get stressed the fuck out if there is food in there that they're not eating, but it's still around. It's like touching them and stuff. These are very shy animals.
Now, I already regret buying this mystery box, and we still have a lot more insects in here.
2 harmless animals. Oh, I regret this so much.
So I guess let's see what else we got. What the heck is this? It's in like a tube. Do you see that? That looks like a beetle or something, but it's not moving. Are you still alive, buddy? Oh, okay, he's alive. Oh my gosh. I really hope
He's always surprised when the animals are alive. I think he kills animals so often that he's just more used to seeing them dead.
he doesn't pinch me. He has some crazy claws on him. Oh, he's latched onto my pinky good too. Ow,
Yeah, those are tarsal claws. They're just meant to hold on to you.
ow, 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 ow. Oh gosh.
That is not hurting you, by the way.
I'm done holding this thing. Let's get him in his enclosure. I added him into his new home, his new loving home with an owner that loves him so much and is not scared of him.
It's a beetle. Give it like give it a piece of fruit. Give it a piece of fruit. Give it like a bit of banana, a bit of mango.
All right, let's see what else is in here. Oh, wait a minute. I know what that is, you guys. That's a little praying mantis.
Oh, I know what this animal is. He said for maybe the second time in the video.
Oh, that's actually cool. These insects are masters of camouflage, and they look almost identical to a stick or a leaf. I've always been fascinated with these guys, so to have one as a pet is actually really cool.
Have you not just like seen one outside?
Look at him just moving his head around. He looks like a little alien. Oh my god.
Everything looks like a fucking alien to you, you piece of shit. I mean, okay, with praying mantises, I guess that's fair.
Gosh, I'm surprised. We actually got something out of the mystery box that I like. So let's go ahead and get him into his new home.
I hate all these other animals. I hate them all so much, and they hate you back.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Wait, he blends in right away. You can't even tell he's there. That is so
Yeah,
crazy.
I can. He's right there.
Oh no, I can already tell what this next one is. I was hoping we wouldn't get one in here, but we did. That is a massive scorpion, you guys. Oh my god.
Very likely an Asian forest scorpion. Emperor scorpions are the biggest scorpions, but they're actually a lot harder to come by these days because they come from Africa and export of wild-caught emperor scorpions has been banned. So only captive bred ones are available now, which are a lot harder to come by. Which, like, that blew my mind when I found that out. I found that out semi-recently, because emperor scorpions used to be everywhere. And apparently they were all wild-caught, but, like, that was doing so much damage to their wild populations that they're just like, fuck it, we banned the export of these. How are scorpions as pets? I trust scorpions a little bit less than what's coming up next in this box, but, they're pretty interesting. I like scorpions. I've just, like, never really had one as a pet.
Okay, I am not touching that one. Look at the size of his stinger. Oh, that is terrifying. Okay, I'm just gonna gently dump her out. There you go. Okay. Now, so far we have gotten
He hates these animals so much.
so many crazy insects inside of the mystery box, but now we only have one more left. And it was the scariest one.
No, it's not.
Looks like we got another alien, you guys.
Everything's
I
an
have no
alien.
idea what that is. Oh my gosh, what the heck? I decided to look this one up before I held it, and it's a good thing I did, because I found out that this was a vingaroon, and they are known for being able to spray acid out of their bodies. I'm sorry, but I'm not holding this one.
Good job. Good job. There we go. There we go. You're okay. You're okay. You're a big fat boy, aren't you? It's not that hard. I have never, ever seen him spray. Like, ever. Even if they do spray, it's really not harmful to humans at all. But no, I would say that, like, vinegaroons are probably one of the most... These are probably one of the most accessible arthropods you could possibly handle. They don't, like, move very fast. They're slow going. They won't pinch. They won't bite. The worst they will do is spray. And unless it gets, like, in your eyes or mouth or something, it's really not that bad. But no, these are wonderful to handle. I don't do it very often because I don't want to stress them out. But, like, it's not hard at all. Especially because look how fucking fat his abdomen is. Look at what a chunky boy this is. Oh, don't fall. Don't fall. You good? Okay. Okay. Alright, I should get him back in. Anyway, yeah, grown-ass man absolutely horrified of holding that just harmless little creature. Because he Googled it and AI said that it sprays acid. When it's like, it's harmless. It's not gonna be like the fucking Alien, where it sprays acid on you, and, like, it melts through your entire body.
So I'm just gonna dump him into his enclosure. There you go, buddy.
No
Oh,
hiding
that is
places.
disgusting. Well, we've completed the insect mystery box, but
Like, you saw what fucking Vinny was hiding in, and that poor Vinegaroon had absolutely no hiding places.
since that was so scary, let's switch it up a little bit and buy an animal that I actually want. I'm talking about poison dart frogs. Ever since I was a kid, I've been fascinated with these frogs and their super vibrant colors, but even though they're pretty, they're extremely dangerous. And
Captive poison dart frogs are completely harmless. Poison dart frogs get the poison from the food they eat. And in the wild, the food that they eat is primarily ants. That's where they get all their poison from. In captivity, they are primarily fed on a diet of things like springtails and flightless fruit flies. So they don't get the chance to develop poison. They're totally fucking harmless. Not that you should touch them a lot, because you really shouldn't touch amphibians unless you have to. But yeah, like, if you did, you'd be fine.
they're the most poisonous animal on the planet. But they're still really cool, so I'm gonna buy them. I found this website that is selling them for $125, but I don't want just one, so I'm gonna get 4 of them.
Of course you are. Okay, also, cohabbing poison dart frogs is a bad idea.
It doesn't specify what color they are though, so I guess it's gonna be a surprise. I am super excited for this one, you guys, so
Like, everything I have done research on in regards to poison dart frogs says that cohabbing different species is a bad idea, because they can be aggressive towards one another, or they can interbreed with one another, which just, like, pollutes the gene pool, basically.
let's place the order, and I guess I'll see you guys once they get here. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am so
Sandbox.
excited right now. I've literally been waiting my whole entire life for this, so let's go open it. Yes, oh my gosh, look, we actually got him, you guys. 4 poison dart frogs.
Okay, those all seem to be the same species, at least, so that's good. Let's see what tiny-ass enclosure he puts them in.
They are so colorful too, that is insane. I have never seen one with this pattern before, that is so cool. They're like yellow, green, orange, red, all at the same time. But as the name suggests, they are poisonous, so we
No, they're not.
cannot touch these with our bare hands, or it could stop my heart, so
You can touch them just fine.
I'm just gonna place the container
The frogs would be in far more danger if you touch them than, like, you would be.
in their enclosure and let them hop out on their own, but that is so cool.
It's a bit on the small side for 4. Also looks a bit on the dry side.
Now, I built this enclosure to simulate a rainforest where these guys are from, so they're gonna be really happy in here. That's 4 poison dart frogs, you guys. This is probably my favorite animal
Also, those crickets might be a little big for them.
we have gotten in this video. However, we still have more to go, so let's see what's next. I found a website that is selling a Mata Mata turtle for
Oh, sweet merciful Christ.
$800. These turtles are probably the craziest looking turtles in the world. They literally look like dinosaurs, and I have the perfect
Everything looks like a dinosaur or an alien to this guy.
tank set up for one.
Too small.
So I'm gonna buy one, and I'm gonna hope it's not a scam because it's $800. That's a lot of money. After a couple weeks with no sign of the turtle, I was starting to lose hope.
But
after
then-
lots of waiting, it finally arrived. I have waited a long time for this, you guys. Oh, yes, look! Oh, he's just a little baby! I have never seen one this small, though. He is adorable. Is he alive? He's not moving. I think the only way we're gonna be able to tell if he's alive is to put him in the tank and see if he moves. I really hope he's alive. After I put him into the aquarium, he sank down to the bottom, and I thought he was dead. But then suddenly, he started to move. I was really nervous there. I could have sworn he was dead, but thankfully he wasn't.
He was probably just nervous because he thought he wasted money.
You guys, we got ourselves a baby Mata Mata turtle. That is awesome. Now, so far, we have found so many rare and deadly animals on the dark web,
I don't think there's been one deadly animal in this entire video.
but now we only have a couple more.
I don't think there's been that many that are rare. Like, Mata Mata is decently rare. The albino snapping turtle, I want to say, was decently rare. I don't know enough about the saltwater hobby to know how rare these were. Pippa Pippas you can get pretty easily. The crab, I have no idea. Stonefish, no idea. Spider, decently common and not deadly. These 3 lizards. Water monitors are more common than they should be. Chameleons are decently common. Caiman lizards, I think, are somewhat rare. Elephant trunk snakes aren't really rare. None of these guys were rare. Nothing in, like, this bug box was rare. And poison dart frogs are easy.
Tanks to fill, and the
And also
final
not deadly.
animals are in these boxes. I spent days searching through the dark web trying to find the craziest animals to end off this video, and you will never believe what I found. We're gonna start with the smallest box, and it contains an animal that I've always wanted. Oh, I think I see it. It's hard to tell right now, but inside of this jar is an octopus. But it's kind of hard to see him in here, so let's get him in this container. Let's try to grab him. Oh my gosh, look at him changing colors. Whoa, there he goes. Oh, he just inked. Oh.
Yeah, he hates you! Every single fucking animal, except I think the vinegaroon, because he didn't even get a chance to hold it. Like, as soon as this guy comes in contact with it, it's just, like, immediately on the defensive. Immediate defensive display.
Did you see that? He actually just inked. I've never seen that before. It's okay, buddy. I'm sorry. I know you're scared. You guys, I thought chameleons change color fast. He just went from completely red to white in a second.
Yeah, also didn't acclimate it when he put it into this fucking critter keeper.
That is actually crazy. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen. I gently picked him up to put him in his enclosure, and watching him crawl around my hand was just so cool. Now, since these guys are so smart,
Oh, Christ, it doesn't have a lid at all.
they can escape almost any enclosure. They are so good at shapeshifting that if just their beak fits through a hole, their whole entire bodies will fit as well. I am so excited to have an octopus as a pet.
Oh, wait, it does have a lid. Okay, okay. Do you guys see a filter? I don't see a filter on this thing. In fact, this looks like a reptile habitat that he just filled with salt water. Pretty sure it is. Wow, okay.
That way we can watch him interact with his environment. But as cool as that is, our
No
next
substrate
animals
either.
are even crazier. Just
Oh,
like the
God, that was a
stonefish,
shark.
our next animal is extremely venomous. And if you get stung by it, you could actually die. Oh my gosh, I could see it already. That right there is a scorpion fish. Like the stonefish, they have all these spines that contain venom, and these guys are masters of camouflage that look just like coral. I was not expecting him to be this big though, so that is a little bit scary. Let's go ahead and get him into his new home. All right, buddy, welcome home. Oh, there he goes. That is so cool.
Okay, so this guy gets his own tank, but everything in the fucking mystery box just all got shoved into the same place. That's cool.
Oh, you guys, what a crazy looking fish. Wow, he looks really good in there, you guys, but as you can tell, this tank is still pretty empty, so let's...
Oh, of course, of course. It's just like, hey, this guy gets his own tank. No, he doesn't, you stupid fuck. Of course he doesn't.
Go unbox our final animal. Well, last but certainly not least, inside of this box is the most insane animal I could find on the dark web.
And it's the shark.
Oh my gosh, I see it. Look at this. We have ourselves a pet shark. All my life, I've wanted a pet shark,
And you will get to enjoy that pet shark for about a week.
website was selling one, I knew I had to buy it. Oh, and he's a lot bigger than I thought he was gonna be. Now this right here is called a horn shark. And unlike
Are sharks legal? Yes. Should you get one? No. I want to say like the minimum size tank that will house like the smallest shark you can reasonably take care of is like 200 gallons. Don't.
most sharks, they are not aggressive and they only get about 4 feet long. However, they
Only 4 feet long. For a fish you keep in your house, that's enormous.
are still sharks and they have some crazy looking teeth, and they also have these massive spines on their fins. Now, I was not expecting him to be so big, so soon we're gonna have to give him a much bigger enclosure.
Let it
But
go!
for now, this will be his home. Wow, that is so crazy, you guys. I couldn't think of a better way to end off this video than with a real life shark. However, there are still a few enclosures in this room that are empty, so comment down below what animal I should get next.
Oh yeah, what you need is more fucking animals. People say I have a zoo in my house. That took a while. That took longer to get through than it probably should have. I hope you know that this guy has so many fucking videos that are like this and worse. Okay, so a lot of the comments look like they are telling this guy what the fuck is the deal. Take the seahorse out of the tank and put in its own tank. Seahorses cannot compete for food with other fish in the tank. They have to be target fed with live brine shrimp and other live feed critters. Yep. Have to do your homework on these fish. Yep. Bro, we are so lucky. This dude uses like so much of his money and free time just to entertain us. I think he deserves a round of applause. Like, this is a very constructive comment, right? Like, you can tell this is from a fan who's just like, hey, guy whose entire channel is based around fish. Here's some extremely basic fish information. Enclosure isn't proper. Enclosure isn't proper. Enclosure isn't proper. They need humidity. No. Desert. So yeah. I'm worried about the impression you're making on your young viewers. First, you say you got these species on the dark web because the only place to get venomous animals. This is not true, and they are available from reputable vendors. Second, acting like you are buying mystery animals sets a bad example. You know that you need to research a species before you purchase one, so you know you can take care of it properly and have everything set up before it arrives. Wow, this guy's a fucking genius. No, you should only buy from reputable vendors. If you do not receive a purchase, you should call your credit card company to stop payment and report them to the Better Business Bureau. You missed a teachable moment for your followers. No, just get scammed sometimes, because sometimes it'll work out. You know you have many young viewers who look up to you. You should be showing them how to be responsible pet owners. You should tell them the research that goes into learning about each species and its needs. Tell them about hygrometers and the humidity requirements of species like dart frogs and tree boas. 6-year-old son is obsessed with you and wants to do what you do. Thanks for making one little boy very happy with your videos. Glad you're back. Oh, Christ. Brittany Susan, educate your son. Please. Don't let him turn out to be like this. Most of these comments are honestly very constructive, which is strange. It's not what I expected at all. But, like, there are other channels like this. But, yeah, this was probably the worst video we've ever watched. His earlier videos to see if it wasn't always slop. Let's find out. You didn't find the abandoned pet store, by the way. Nope, day fucking 1 it's been slop. Day fucking 1. This guy never had integrity. Caught fishing in a sewer for big fish. Fishing with gummy worms? Fishing in a swimming pool? Angry man hates fishing. Day fucking 1. The first one. The first soy face. A deadly snake ate these fish. Eh? Nutty?